Hey, it's Cass again. This is part 2 to how much I love the Hunger Games video. Okay, as I promised, I'm going to read some things off the back of books and some facts. Okay. This is the Hunger Games. In the ruins of a place once known as North America lies the nation of Panem, a shining capital surrounded by 12 outlying districts. The capital is harsh and cruel and keeps the districts in line by forcing them all to send one boy and one girl between the ages of 12 and 18 to participate in the annual Hunger Games. A fight to the death on live TV. 16-year-old Katniss Everdeen regards it as a death sentence when she steps forward to take her sister's place in the games. But Katniss has been close to dead before, and survival for her is second nature. Without really meaning to, she becomes a contender, but if she is to win, she will have to start making choices that weigh survival against humanity and life against love. Hi, Peanut. You can see her in the back. Alright, now I'm going to read the back of Catching Fire. Against all odds, Katniss has won the Hunger Games, and the fellow District 12 tribute, Peeta Mellark, are miraculously still alive. Katniss should be relieved, happy even. After all, she has returned to her family and her longtime friend Gale. Yet nothing is the way Katniss wishes it to be. Gale holds her at an icy distance, Peeta has turned his back on her completely, and there are whispers of a rebellion against the capital. A rebellion that Katniss and Peeta may have helped create. Much to her shock, Katniss has fueled an unrest. She's afraid she cannot stop, and what scares her even more is that she's not entirely convinced she should try. As time draws near for Katniss and Peeta to visit the districts on the capital's cruel victory tour, she states the stakes are higher than ever. If they can't prove without a shadow of a doubt that they are lost in their love for each other, the consequences will be horrifying. In Catching Fire, the second novel of the Hunger Games, Suzanne Collins continues the story of Katniss Everdeen testing her more than ever before and surprising readers at every turn. Now, the last book will be Mockingjay. My name is Katniss Everdeen. Why am I not dead? I should be dead. Oh, you should. Katniss Everdeen, Girl on Fire, has survived. Even though her home has been destroyed, Gale has escaped, Katniss's family is safe, Peeta has been captured by the capital, District 13 really does exist, there are rebels, there are new leaders, a revolution is unfolding. It is by design that Katniss was rescued from the arena in the cruel and haunting Quarter Quell, and it is by design that she has long been part of the revolution without knowing it. District 13 has come out of the shadows and is plotting to overthrow the capital. Everyone, it seems, has had a hand in it, carefully laid plans, except Katniss. The success of the rebellion hinges on Katniss's willingness to be a pawn, to accept responsibility for countless lives, and to change the course of the future of Panem. To do this, she must put aside her feelings of anger and distrust. She must become the rebel's Mockingjay, no matter what the personal cost. So that was that, and I also have some facts to read. In the 75th Hunger Games, the male tribute from District 5 and 6, both tributes from District 8 and 9, and female tributes from 10 and 11 were killed in the bloodbath alone. The seam is the poorest part of District 12. What?! Wow. Foxface took an unnoticeable amount of food from others without their knowledge, and was careful when she was in the careers camp, for she knew that it contained mines. She was ever enough to trace a path through the mines, where she could stop without being blown to pieces. Katniss gives Joanna her morphine drip, at first unwillingly. Maisley Donner and Haymitch Abernathy teamed up during a part of the 50th Annual Hunger Games. Stephanie Leigh Shalund has been cast as Kashmir, the female tribute from District 1 in Catching Fire. Alexander Ludwig is 6 foot tall. Katniss's only victims within the games are career tributes. Oh. Katniss's favorite food in the capital is lamb stew with dried plums. Greasy Say made it to District 13. She made soup at the Hob. Bonnie and Twill never made it to District 13. The Greek myth of Jesus serves as a basis for the story. According to Suzanne Collins, Katniss is a modern version of Jesus. At the 1 o'clock position of the arena, blood rain filled an entire section with heavy choking downpour.
Cassie, your cat is getting into the section.
She does that all the time. The capital has been hinted to be near the Rockies. Tributes are aged between 12 and 18. Twill was Bonnie's teacher, and they worked at a factory together as well, making peacekeeper uniforms. Maisley Donner was killed when a flock of candy-pink birds skewered her through the neck, and Haymitch held her hand while she died. Finnick Odair's weapon of choice is a trident and occasionally nets and spears. The main industry of District 2 is masonry. The theme of the 50th Annual Hunger Games was a poison paradise. Clove's interview angle was sarcastic with a little sweetness. There was no shortage of volunteers for Finnick and Annie's wedding. Holy crap. In the 74th Hunger Games, the female tribute from District 3, male tributes from 4 and 5, both tributes from 6 and 7, and the male tribute from District 8 and the female tribute from District 10 were killed in the bloodbath alone. Although never mentioned in the books, the main industry of District 5 is power. On the day Katniss's father died, the sirens went off during lunch. Josh Hutcherson was born on the 12th of October, 1992. Katniss says it took between 5 and 15 years for Peeta to convince her to have kids because he wanted them so bad. The pregnancy of Peeta and Katniss's son was a lot easier than their daughters. Jacqueline Emmer's face was part of a group by Wait Disney Pictures called Devo 2.0. In Catching Fire, Gale was too old to participate in the Hunger Games and got a 12-hour shift working in the mines. Compartment 2212 had no window, unlike Compartment 307. Gross. Deli and Peeta would draw chalk drawings on the pavement stones when they were younger, and Peeta would turn them into animals. Lynn Cohen has been officially cast as Mags, a victor from District 4. Alexander Ludwig's favorite tribute from the 75th Games is Finnick Odair. Annie and Enobara are the only careers tributes alive after Mockingjay. Oh crap. What? I haven't finished reading Mockingjay. Does that mean Peeta dies? Katniss's mother gave up an easier life to marry Katniss's father. Josh Hutcherson is a natural brunette. No dirt. Haymitch Abernathy won his games by using the arena force field at the bottom of the cliff and rappelling an axe off it, killing a tribute from District 1 and winning the games. Gary, Jen's father, once owned a concrete construction firm. When Katniss tells Buttercup that Prim is dead and not coming back, Buttercup begins to wail. Yeah, Prim dies. If a victor is considered desirable, the president gives them as a reward or allows people to buy them for a large amount of money. Katniss Everdeen and Peeta Mellark are the only two tributes in which their last names were announced during the interviews of the 74th Annual Hunger Games. The draft script of Catching Fire was finished in March 2012, written by Simon Biolfi. Primrose is named after the plant Will you stop? You don't need to be in it. Primrose is named after the plant Evening Primrose, which is a plant that grows yellow perennial flowers in the early spring. Primrose named her cat Buttercup, insisting the muddy yellow color of his fur matched the color of the flower. Josh Hutcherson is the same height as co-star Jennifer Lawrence, 5 foot 7 inches. Okay, that's it for part 2. Bye.